He wanted to be a father. Instead, a local man says he was preyed on twice. First, by an unlicensed adoption worker who's been arrested by the feds.
And again, by the alleged birth mom, who's also now charged as a co-defendant. 7 investigator Heather Catallo is here right now with a look at this new twist in this adoption probe. Heather.
Well, the feds recently added a slew of new charges against Tara Lee, the Macomb County mom who's accused of promising babies that did not exist to couples hoping to adopt. And when they added those charges, they also accused one of the birth moms who worked with Lee of additional crimes as well.
The emotional toll on all of this is terrible.
John Crouch says trying to adopt a baby through Tara Lee for the last year has left John and his wife heartbroken.
We were told it was a little boy. It's what she always wanted.
And there's no little boy?
No.
The nursery in their Fraser home is empty, and they're not alone. FBI agents say Lee took thousands of dollars from couples across the country for babies that either did not exist or she would double match couples to the same birth mom.
$33,000 is what we fronted on sign day.
A federal grand jury indicted Lee on 23 counts of wire fraud and 1 count of aggravated identity theft. Federal prosecutors say since 2017, the 38-year-old from New Haven took in $1.6 million. Neither Lee nor her Always Hope Pregnancy Center are licensed to work on adoptions. Court records show in April of 2018, Lee matched John and his wife with a birth mother named Angelica Wiggins, who was supposedly 6 weeks pregnant. The feds say Lee also double-matched Wiggins, seen here on her Facebook page, with a couple from Missouri.
When you gave Tara the initial money, did you have proof of pregnancy?
No. There was really never proof of pregnancy. Just an ultrasound picture with no information.
Because birth moms can change their mind about the adoption for up to 72 hours after giving birth, John says they were hesitant to ask too many questions.
We just didn't want to rock the boat.
But after the FBI raided Tara Lee's home in November, he did start demanding answers. John says Wiggins still wanted to do the adoption, so the Crouches hired a lawyer to move forward and started picking up the tab for Wiggins' expenses.
She didn't have electricity at the time that we started talking to her. We made that happen, and she didn't have a refrigerator at the time, and we made that happen.
John says they gave Wiggins another $10,000 at least, but he says Wiggins kept changing the baby's due date and dodging a C-section that was supposedly scheduled at a hospital in mid-Michigan.
We're in the parking lot waiting for her to show up, and she shows up and says, I have to drop my kid off at my mom's and I'll be right back. And it's the last we saw of her that day. And she's texting my wife, I'll come back up there and do this if you give me more money.
Shortly after that, the feds arrested Wiggins as well, and she's now charged with 3 counts of wire fraud. According to the indictment, Tara Lee and Wiggins would call adoptive couples so Wiggins could pose as fake birth moms. The 29-year-old is out on bond now, but her troubles are far from over. The 7 investigators have learned the Shiawassee County prosecutor just authorized a warrant for Wiggins, accusing her of posting sexually explicit photos of her husband's ex. She also has a criminal history of retail fraud and other misdemeanors.
It's just pure greed.
John says he does not believe Wiggins was ever pregnant, and he wants both women held accountable.
I think they were a team making money for each other.
I have reached out to Angelica Wiggins and to her lawyer for comment on this, but we have not heard back. As for Tara Lee, she will be in court tomorrow to ask the judge to release her from custody until her trial begins in November. As you remember, back in March, because of our reporting, she got locked up for violating her bond. So they're going to be arguing that tomorrow in court, but the feds will be coming out swinging. So we'll see what happens.
So heartbreaking for families who are
Yes.
depending on a baby, and then all of that money.
Yes,
Taken. They were taken.
that's what they say.
Wow,
She
great
goes to
job,
trial in
Heather.
November.
Okay, thank you.